In today's video, we'll unlock the power of SQL where statement. After the end of this video, you'll understand how the where statement work and how to use it to extract specific data from your data sets. Without further ado, let's dive in. First, let's create a table called employee. The table will contain details about our employee. Watch closely. So let me go to my Visual Studio to copy the query. So I've written the queries already. So let me copy the query to create the employees table. So let's go to our Microsoft SQL and paste. So let me execute it, highlight and execute. So we've successfully created the table called employees. So let's populate our data. Let me go back to my Visual Studio and copy, and let me paste my query here. So you're going to populate our data with these 5 rows. So let me highlight it and execute it. So we have successfully populated our data with 5 rows. So let's check our data first. Select all from employees. Let me highlight it and execute. You can see that we have 5 data. Now let's demonstrate the select where statement. So you're going to be writing a query that will find employees in a specific department. So select all from employee where department. So you can see that I'm putting a double quote. You should understand the importance of double quote. Double quote is used for text values and proper date formats. So you use double quote for text values and proper date formats. Why I'm using double quote now is because if we look at our table we created, the first name, last name, and department are all varchar, and they are for text values. Varchars are for text value, and you can see we use date here, and this one int, which is integer. Let's go back to our query. So we are going to be looking for IT. So let me close our query and let me run our query. Highlight and execute. Let me execute it, and you can see in the IT department we only have two people working in the IT department. Excuse me, which is John Doe and James Wilson under the IT department. For you to comment, you use double hyphen. So let me comment. Let me just write query to find employees in a specific department. So the next query you're going to practice is query to find employees with a salary above a certain amount. So let me comment query to find employees with salary above a certain amount. So let's write our query. So we're going to use select all from employees where salary is greater than 70,000. So this sign here means greater sign in SQL. So let's run our query. So you can see that 3 employees aim salary above 70,000, which are 2 are from the IT department and 1 person, Michael Brown, is from the finance department. So the next task we'll do is to write a query to find employee hired after a specific date. You're going to select employees hired after January 2020. So let's write our query. Select all from employee where hire date is greater, and you can see on for proper date format we use quotes to writing our query, and text value in the first one like I said earlier. So take note, when you're writing queries, for date you use quotes, and for text format you use for text value you use quote too, and for date you use quote. So you're going to say 2020 hyphen 01 hyphen 01. So let's run our query to find employee hired after January 2020. So let's look for the old G. Let's look for the OG in the company. So you can see the OGs are John Doe, Sarah Davis, and James Wilson. So they are the three people employed after January 2020. The next task you are going to do using the select where statement is to combine condition using and. So let me comment. So it will be, let me say select employees in IT with salary above 75k. So let's write the query. Select all from employee where department is equals to IT. So you see I'm using quotes, which is the text value. Salary is greater than 75,000. So let's highlight our query and let's run our query. So execute, and you can see that it's James Wilson that is earning above 75,000 in the IT department. So he earned higher than other people in the department. And the next query that we're going to execute using yes, the select where statement is going to be a query to combine condition using the or statement. So let me highlight. So let me comment on select employee in IT or with a salary above 80k. So let's write our query. Select all from employee where department is IT or salary is above 80k semicolon. So let's run our query, highlight and execute. The employee whom their salary is above 80k or work in IT department are just three. Out of which you can see the IT department who works in IT. John Doe works in IT and he earns 75k because in IT department, and James Brown earned 85k, and James Wilson 80k. So both of them are in IT department, and or they earn 80k above 80k, which Michael Brown fall under. So those two conditions are met. So you can see that it's just three employees that fulfill this condition. The next query we're going to write is using not for exclusion. It's query about using not for exclusion. So we are going to select employees not in the marketing department. So let's write our query. So you're going to select from employee where not department. So where not department is equal is marketing. So basically the query is used for exclusion where we use not for exclusion. So let me just highlight it here. Let me highlight it with a comment here. So query. So this will be our last query on how to learn where statements. Query using not for exclusion. So let's run our query. So you can see that out of the 5 roles that only one person work in the marketing department, which is excluded in this query that we wrote. So basically, I will encourage you to try this query with your own data and share the results in your comments, or you can use my own data too and share the results in the comment section. So this is how you use where to filter rows in a table based on specific condition. And here you have it, the where statement made simple. This is how you use where statement to solve SQL query. Thank you guys for watching and keep learning.